Hello and welcome back to the channel, friends. It's good to be here and I hope you're doing well. We are getting into some more Tiny Rogues fun here today, folks. Got another run on the way for ya. We're going to use the soldier today. And what do we know about the soldier? Well, we know that the soldier faces the most daunting foes with determination and courage, protecting the innocent. He has the trait City Watch, which means our melee weapons, or two-handed melee weapons I should say, intimidate on hit. Strength-based character with the little dex splashed in there. It is an alignment character, and we're going to have a special task in this particular run. Now, obviously, we want to get all the way to floor 12 and beat Primal Death, but there's another kind of side quest looped in there that we're going to try to get to. So, we'll kind of figure that out as we go. This is my first interaction with sort of alignment, right? So, alignment, we've got to pay attention to that. And sort of the 12th floor, I'm going to have to get there to figure out how it works. But we're going to try to make our alignments evil so we can get to hell. We're going to rock Cinder level 9. Rock the dice case. Mastery tree looks like so. Including with Throne Quest here, which reduces alignment requirement to enter the final floors by 1. So that means we need -3 instead of -4 for alignment. Figured that'd be an easier way to do it. Anyways, we're jumping right on in here, folks, and if you're new here to the channel, please consider becoming a subscriber, especially if you enjoy the content. I'd love to have you aboard the community. Let's rock and roll. Let's take a look at the soldier here. So, he does start with a crappy pole axe, 10% reduced damage, but overall a pretty decent weapon to start off with. Town Guard armor, plus 20% increased damage with two-handed weapons, and then Kettle Helm, which gives some suppression. Obviously, we want to go two-handed weapons with this particular individual, given his innate traits and his starting armor. So here we go. Could go gold, could go souls. I'm going to go with the gold right away. And you can see the pole arm is quite effective, I must admit. Blood chest or bombs. Let's go with the blood chest right away. I think with our 2 flasks, we'll be able to sort of offset the heart sacrifice. And we do actually pick up a wind charm. So that's solid. We'll take that. Bombs or gold. Let's go with the bombs. Gotta watch out for Mushroom Man here. Really actually don't mind the pole arm at all. Wooden chest mimic. We're gonna go with the beef though. Given we are a strength-based character. Important to sort of lock that in. Tavern. So this is where a lot of the... In fact, if we go here, so quest, defeat Tiamat in the Burning Hells. And that will unlock the Dragoon class for us, so that's what we're going to try to do. And to get to hell, we need pure evil alignment. And if we look more at alignment, we can see it's right here. So that's morality, right? So we need to be pure evil. Currently, we're +1 neutral. So we need to really lower our morality by quite a bit just to get to hell at the end of floor 11. At least as far as I understand, that's how it works. We're going to learn together, though, folks. We're going to find out together. Guaranteed offhand or guaranteed accessory. Let's go with the accessory. And let's face our pal, the Goblin King here. And let's just stay on the dodge. Robot goes down, and Gabo kind of proving to be a pushover as he usually is. Real predictable attack pattern. But it is the first boss overall here, folks. The road to hell is paved in gold. Let's go. Alright, what are we looking at here? So we have... the Garnet Bracelet. Each point of strength additionally grants top end damage. That's pretty good. Dreamcatcher Pendant. Mana Flux. Diamond Ring. 10% critical hit chance. Okay. And we have the Thief Hood. I think the Garnet Bracelet is very strong. So we're going to go with the Garnet Bracelet given we are a strength-based character. So we'll be hitting pretty now, folks. Floor 2. The Forgotten Mines. Featuring Majam. So this is Majam, right? This soundtrack is absolutely my jam. It has me dancing in my seat. Another nice thing about strength-based characters is, of course, the equipment load capacity we can handle just right off the bat, right? So I do like that. Obviously looking for some nice heavy armor to carry us through and give us survivability. But let's check out an uncommon weapon first and foremost. Firebomb Codex. We have the Executioner Sword, which is a two-handed sword, okay? So that does go well with our kit overall. Then we have the Scorching Staff. I don't think there's any question here that we take the Executioner Sword. 278 through 660. This does... So pretty much doubles our damage there. But of course, we do lose our little specialty, but that'll be okay. Let's go grab some bombs. I think we'll be hitting pretty hard with this sword, too. It does have the nice bleed effects. Causes Intimidate as well as our innate skill. Let's grab a key. And then I'm going to want to kind of live in the taverns as well. We've got to spend some cash in there because we have to get our alignment down for sure. Do we want to upgrade? No, I don't think so. I think I will lean toward the gold because like I said, folks, we need enough gold to get our alignment down. So here's a guaranteed rare item, but it will cost us a heart. And it is the boss floor as well. So I'm going to use my flask there. We're going to feed it the heart. And we're going to use our other flask as well. Just to stay nice and proper. Alright, here we go. We have the Rock Golem. Rock Golem that surprisingly is affected by bleed. With our nice suppression. Although that was kind of a bad break. But yeah, Executioner Sword very, very, very strong early on in the game here, especially with that bleed. Alright, what are we looking at here? Nice gambit of rare items, including a nice piece of armor there, it looks like. Spellbinder Gloves. Increased effect of debuff status effects, so that would be bleed. It's 25% increased effect. So that's actually pretty good. We have the Armor of Avernus. Grants a fiery ball orbital that deals fire damage and inflicts burn. It also gives us armor. Okay. Hand of Blood. On bleed tick, inflict a stack of hemorrhage. Takes more, does more health damage per stack. That's decent. Town Guard armor. Plus 20% increased damage with two-handed weapons. That's actually pretty darn good for what we're currently rocking. So I think I'll take... I mean, it's either that or we're looking at a reroll here. I think I'll take these gloves, though. I mean, this is a debuff status effect. 25% increase effect. I mean, that'll go well with the bleed that we're currently doing. The armor would be nice, sure. The Law Shop. Okay, so let's think about this. This will increase our lawfulness, I believe. With each purchase in the shop. I don't think... Because we don't want to be lawful, we want to be chaotic. So I think I'm going to skip that. I think you could probably argue that maybe I should have popped in there just to see what they have. That is a fair argument to make. Maybe I'll do that next time for sure. For some reason I thought I had 30 souls there. I stand corrected here, folks. Alright, bombs. Let's rock and roll. We got the vile flying carrots of death. And let's get a look at this bleed. Doing very good. Very good, just damage over time. Alright, uncommon weapons or a magic weapon. Let's go with the backup armory here. Twin Karambits. And kill gain swiftness. Increase move speed. We have the reinforced club. Plus 3. Range is short. These are two-handed, so let's go with these because they're two-handed. Okay. Candy or Treasure Rock. Let's see if we can actually re-roll this. Fish and chips. Yeah, we're all over that. Don't necessarily need intelligence in this one. Although, food items do get us to that next level for sure. Speaking of level, let's see what our first level up entails. We have Swagger, Cull the Weak, and Grenadier. Swagger, in a tally of 5 primary attacks, your next primary attack deals guaranteed critical hit and triggers your on-dash effects. I think I'm going to re-roll this. See if we can get a strength-based one here. Barbarism. Each point of strength additionally grants 5% critical hit. Multiplier. Okay. One step ahead. Repeated attacks have doubled their critical hit. Unforgiving. Grants 100% increased ailment duration and makes ailments inflicted by non-crits have 100% increased effect. So this is going to go really, really well with our bleed. So why don't we take that? Sure thing. Well, let's take that. Let's go with the pair there. Our bleed should be super effective now. It just should be. Gonna grab another key here. Gotta watch out for the party balloon or whatever. And I did take a hit there. Lost our soul hearts. It's alright. Let's grab some key action. Random potion or bombs. I think I'll take the bombs. We do have the secret hatch down here. That's good. That will give us access to the underground market. Most likely. Sometimes it does differ. But we're going to check this out for sure. Alright, so it's a chest that requires a key to open that we don't have a key for, of course. That's a huge bummer. Cursed gold or treasure rock. Let's go ahead. Well, why don't we take the cursed gold? Are the treasure rocks really any good? Is it really ever worth it to go treasure rock? Or is that just kind of like a filler event? Somebody who knows this game a little better than I do, please let me know. Took a hit there. That's not good. No, we're not looking pretty here right before the boss. Guaranteed charm or guaranteed boots. I think I'll go with the guaranteed charm. And let's see if we can get out of here alive. We do have suppression yet. And a very strong bleed. So let's see if it can carry us to victory here. It does well on the first round for sure. So one of our suppressions does get hit there, but we managed to make it out alive, folks. And that's the most important part. Alright, what do we have? We have a charm here. So let's take a look at this. Zombie charm. Okay. Rose ring. Your thrusting damage inflicts bleed. Life vest. +1 heart. Body armor. Your thrusting damage inflicts bleed. We're doing slashing, but we already inflict bleed. Then we lose our damage buff. I mean, it's okay. I'm gonna re-roll it though. Maybe we get a slightly better charm. That charm's just a little too niche for me. Maybe we get like the luck charm. Alright, this one looks promising. Flask, right? Flask charm, +1 flask. That's great. We'll use that for sure. Vigilante mask. Evil deeds increase your alignment instead of decreasing it. Interesting. But it doesn't work vice versa, right? I'm gonna go with the flask charm. I think that's a strong one to get. And we're moving on. 3 flasks here. I might want to look at potentially refilling them. I think what I'll do is I'll use a flask. Alright. I'll gain favor. So we'll grab a heart there. I'll use the flask. We still have 3 hearts. And then once we get to the boss, we'll have a few suppression as well. So I think as long as we can get through just the standard floors well enough, we should be alright. Almost took a hit there, as I'm saying that, of course. Just gotta get on my dodge game here, folks. Alright, some more strength, you bet, and even more strength. Yes, 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 yes. The answer is yes, for sure. We will take it. Broccoli for +3 dexterity, but it's going to cost us a health point. But it's +3 dex. We're going to do it. Just too good to turn down for sure. There's some nice broccoli. Nutritious broccoli. Alright, we have Razor's Edge. Slashing damage from you and your companions inflicts a stack of Rupture. We are currently using slashing damage. Rupture, physical ailment that increases physical damage taken from hits by 10% per stack. Okay, wound, striking, slashing, and thrusting damage. When you inflict bleed, you also inflict a stack of poison based on the same infliction damage. Now, if we were going to stick with bleed here, folks, this would be a good one. Because we do have a bunch of things that increase our ailment effectiveness, right? So that's another ailment stacked on there. So I could do that for sure. Rupture is also another ailment as well, but it just increases the damage that will be taken. I'm going to go with blood infection. We're doing bleed right now, and we're doing a lot of bleed damage, so why don't we just kind of go all in on that. And I'll use a red dice here. Let's go with the gold. Yeah, so there we are. We're all kinds of poison, all kinds of bleed, right? Just damage over time effects. Here's a tavern. Let's pop in here and see what's popping. Of course, we don't have a key. Very unfortunate. We don't have a suitable weapon to impress this guy either. Let's take a look. How about you? Need a luck potion? I mean, a luck potion is great. I believe this increases your alignment. Yeah, +1, good. The bomb guy doesn't do anything. We could re-roll this. What does this individual do? Okay. So really not great. Let's go with the treasure rock. Let's see if we can get something special here. Got 2 keys. That's excellent. I was just thinking how we need to grab some keys. Well, we get some right there. That's tremendous. We'll take that. Maybe the treasure rock sort of detected that we're at a deficit of something and hooked us up. A red dice this. We have a guaranteed epic item. Yeah, we're all over this for sure. Here's the vampire. Let's see if we can't get him down quickly. Get some stacks of poison and bleed. Suppression does its thing there. Although it's not good to take hits at the boss when you have the certain, Thief in the Shadows, I believe it's called. Which gives you a 4th reward if you don't get hits. Well, even when you use up your suppression, it still counts as a hit. Alright, what do we have here? We have the Star Hat. We have the Golem Armor, +2 hearts. 100% increased damage with crushing hits. Tremendous. And then we have the Plague Doctor gloves. Damaging hits against enemies that are poisoned or bleeding inflicts vulnerability. Target. Wow. I mean, that's kind of our kit, but I have to go with the Golem armor for sure. I mean, it's kind of a no-brainer. Except for the +100 equip load. We're not even strong enough to use that yet. That's surprising. But we'll get there. I'm going to pop in here just to see what's cooking here. So Azure Charm. So these will cost souls. 15% lucky hit chance, huh? Alright, so what do we do here? Do we refill our flask? I think so. And I'm going to go with the Dragon Slayer stash here. I've had great luck recently with going to the rooms that give you a locked chest with a certain weapon in it. Like, I've been getting legendaries and stuff. Shadow Shuriken. It's a throwing ranged A dex scaling weapon. Corruption, dark damage. We'll probably throw it on over our secondary here. It's kind of cool. Cursed Alchemy Stash or rare weapons. We have the Partisan. It's rare, scales C and B. Does decent damage and then has a nice secondary attack there. We have the Dartling Gun. Cannon in ranged, two-handed. Okay. Then we have the Big Chomper, which is a flail melee weapon. Not two-handed, surprisingly. Attack slow. I've used it before. It actually does pretty good damage. It pretty darn good at clearing rooms, for sure. What is this again? 100% increased damage with crushing hits. So we're going to want to focus on doing crushing hits for sure. So that's thrusting damage. This is going to be striking damage. Okay. Let's grab the spear. Petrified Horde or broccoli. Yeah, we're all over the broccoli for sure. Of course, we do lose the bleed, so this Executioner Sword is kind of our weapon. For now, anyways. Given that we've sort of built our kit around it. It should carry us through the mid-game here. It's doing pretty good, I'd say, right? These guys are healing enchanted. So they're going to have a lot more durability for sure. 2 bombs in 1 pair. We're going to go with the pair for sure. It'll just get us closer to that next level up. Blacksmith to upgrade. What are we looking at for an upgrade for this? +2. I'll take the key. We don't have any armor yet to repair. We've already been burned by not having a key. A couple times, actually. We will add the strength. This will get us closer to equipping our golem armor, of course. If you want to see a fun run of Tiny Rogues, folks, check out my last video. It's about the BFG. If you know what the BFG is, right? That is, of course, the strongest weapon in the Doom series, right? Amazing, amazing run. That was a ton of fun. Great, great, awesome weapons, crazy weapons. So check that out. It should be the most recent Tiny Rogues video, not including this one. All right, exit strategy. Maximum stacks of poison. Fire and blood. You can stack burn and bleed up to 10 stacks, but burn and bleed deal 50% less damage. Savage wounds. Your hits against bleeding enemies inflict vulnerability. It's a debuff that makes the target take 25% more damage in the last 4 seconds. Okay, so I think I'm going to re-roll this. Brawler. Grants +10 power per actor in the room. Increases damage in area radius. Spinning blades. Here's a way to inflict some bleed. We have curse guaranteed boots and then a guaranteed ranged weapon. I mean, we do need boots. I guess let's pick up the curse and let's go in this direction here. We have this guy, the jousting champion. I've definitely faced him before. He actually gives me some trouble. I'm not gonna lie. His second form gets a lot more intense. Where you at? Alright, we actually took him out without getting hits. Can't say that I've always had such luck with him. But I think the bleed is proving to be pretty effective, actually. or just the overall debuffs, damage over time effects. Alright, we have the ballet shoes. On dash gain, tiny dancer, plus 10 dexterity for 4 seconds. We have the turban. On completing a combat encounter, gain concentration, 100% increased effect of infusion buffs. Archery gloves, while standing still. Cowboy hat. Nothing really useful to us at all. So I guess we take the ballet shoes. I mean, nothing great here at all. Kind of sad for a 4-5 reward for sure. But moving onward, we are into the library now. We're good. Campfire, we are good. Holy crap. I almost got hit by that for sure. Random booze or petrified armor. We will absolutely take the petrified armor. Love to see this, actually. Little more survivability. Never hurt anybody, folks. In fact, it does the exact opposite. Keeps you alive. Rare weapon. Yeah, we're all over this. Here's a glaive. Cross glaive. We have the Gemini daggers. This weapon has a 100% chance for attacks to repeat. Doesn't scale with strength, though. Then we have the beam sword, which does scale with strength. 30% chance on attack to shoot a beam secondary attack that does energy damage. It's also a two-handed weapon, but so are the Gemini daggers. I actually like the Gemini daggers quite a bit. Though the beam sword attacks pretty fast, too. Why don't we stick with the beam sword because it does scale with strength. Let's try it out. Pawn shop. Yeah, we could actually use a pawn shop now. It's been a bit. Take my crappy poleaxe. Take these things. Take the shadow shuriken. Though maybe we should hang on to that because it is an epic weapon. And then let's make the call here. Do we want the beam sword or the partisan? I think we'll go with the beam sword as our secondary. I'm actually gonna hold on to this. I'll hold on to this for now. Alright, what do we have here? You can only take one tome. Okay, well, we're obviously going to take close combat. Tally of 5 primary attack hits at close range. Mark the enemy with fighter's mark. Guarantees 10 ruthless hits. Teachings in dexterity. Exit strategy. Intelligence, event horizon. 100% increase orbital speed and your orbital inflicts vulnerability. That actually does work. I mean, am I crazy about close combat? Tally of 5 primary attack hits at close range. Mark the enemy with fighter's mark. Ruthless hits do 100% more top-end damage. I mean, can I re-roll this? I mean, close combat. I'm gonna do this. I'll select a trait to remove. Okay. Can I cancel out of this? I can't, huh? Alright, well, I guess we're gonna have to roll with this. Spinning blades that are going to inflict bleed. Blood infection. I guess we'll get rid of blood infection. It's not great, folks. It's not great. I should have read that closer, for sure. Alright, we have agility, rainbow, stamina, luck, and mana. Definitely going to use the luck. Rainbow does a random. So why don't we grab this quick. Alright, stamina grants stamina potion. Faster stamina recovery, sure thing. Agility potion increases move speed, sure thing. Rainbow potion, random effect. And mana potion. I mean, let's just use it all, whatever. It's a huge buff for exactly 10 rooms. Alright, gold chest. That's locked. and then a shop to buy some items. Let's go with the gold chest. Ugly Christmas sweater. It feels like I find that every single run. And we have a power shard there in the gift box, which is a nice little bonus for sure. Cursed Burger, Warrior Stash. Yeah, we're all over this. It's a mimic. And what do we have here? We have the crappy Clockwork Hammer. And then we have a Morning Star. Flicks Bleed. Guaranteed boots, guaranteed charm. I think I'll go with the charm again. I just like stacking up on the charms. And Mr. Owl sure does up the intensity for sure. There we go. Took a hit there that removed my armor and my suppression, but still feeling pretty good. Alright, so we have Stamina Charm, +1 stamina. That's good. That's solid. Paladin Helmet. Recover a heart whenever you repair your armor. Fully repairs armor on entering a floor with the helmet and shield. Unfortunately, we're not going to be really using a shield with our two-handed weapons. Made costume periodically charms all enemies in the room. We're going to grab the stamina charm. Can never have too much dodge here, folks. So here's the Law Shop again. Focus Sash. That's a good one, actually. We have the elusive charm. Hatching Egg. Someone's a chicken. It's going to increase our lawfulness, though. We have to get pure evil. So we really have to start working on that, frankly. Well, let's see. What are we looking at here? We're doing fine. Don't really need the services of our friend, the Bonfire. Set item stash or random consumable. How are we doing on dice here? Set item stash. Nah, I'm good. Let's go with the consumable. Let's grab the cheese and consume that. Green blossom as well. And here's some beef. How are we doing on equip load? Just need 2 strength. That one was on me. I did not dodge fast enough for sure. Those shield guys can kind of get in on you quickly for sure. Alright, let's use our green blossom here. Let's bomb this. We're all about increasing the stats for sure. Especially for dex and strength. Strength, obviously the top stat. Ooh, yikes. That we want to boost. Alright, we have another level up here. Let's see if we can't get something more useful. Heavy draw. Half your strength also counts toward dexterity damage scaling from ranged weapons. Ranged attacks gain 100% crushing hit chance at close range. So we're not doing ranged attack, we're doing melee. Blessed Hammer. On non-triggered lucky hit, trigger a Blessed Hammer. Deals radiant damage and returns to you. I mean, these are pretty useless ones, to be honest. Unless we went with this. Started using a two-handed ranged weapon. Right? Like a bow. I believe our character traits that inflicts intimidate would still work, I think, unless it's two-handed melee weapons. But this would give us the crushing hit guarantee at close range that would go with our golem armor, right? So that is definitely something. Otherwise, we have the Blessed Hammer here on non-triggered lucky hit. Our lucky hit chance is 10%. Or heavy draw. And I think what I can do is I can select one here. So I'll just select it. I've got 1 obsidian dice. let's do something that might actually be useful to us. Opportunistic. Let's see, what does that do? On critical hit, inflict fatigue. Sure. It's at least something that can be used. We're going to use up some of our flasks, speaking of things that can be used. And we're going to go ahead and grab the melee weapon here. Let's see what we get. We have a halberd. Polearm melee. On 3 primary attacks, it does its secondary attack. I mean, it's definitely hitting for better than the beam sword. I would say that this is a better weapon than the beam sword altogether. So let's throw that on then. Dragon Slayer. Locked chest that contains a weapon. Otherwise, we do have the blacksmith. Blacksmith we could use to upgrade. And repair our armor as well. I think what I'll do is I'll go with the Dragon Slayer stash. Goodness, man, I just keep getting hit by those stray projectiles. Gotta stop getting hit by them. What do we have here? Lucky Ragnarok. It's a mace melee weapon. One-handed. Lightning strikes and fire. Attacks really fast. Range is short. Obviously, we're using this, right? In fact, it's kind of a bummer that it's not a two-handed weapon. Also kind of a bummer that it doesn't inflict bleed. Okay. I think I dig that. Lock chest costs 1 heart to open. We are down to 2 hearts, so we're going to have to go in another direction for sure. Man, we got meteors falling from the sky and all kinds of stuff. Meat shank +3. Guaranteed charm, guaranteed boots. So now we are good on our golem armor, but we're going to have to face the boss without it because it needs to be attuned. So guaranteed charm, guaranteed boots. Let's go with the charm. Here is Captain Walrus, or whatever his name is, Commander Walrus. Our orbitals are still inflicting bleed, which, you know, works with our overall kit. But yeah, he melts. The Ragnarok, I mean, I can't complain about that. It does open up an offhand slot too, right? So we'll see. What do we have here? We have the cross charm after, or grants +2 seconds of invincibility after taking damage. Not bad. Curse bite ring, dragon scale gauntlets, 20% increased melee damage, and +1 suppression as well. I mean, we are kind of moving on, right? From this effect over time build that we kind of launched our initial kit with, right? So I think this is a supreme item for that. I mean, it's a +20% damage increase. We're using melee weapons, and you'll love to see it. 4-8, here we go. It'd be great to grab a favor here, but do I risk it? I think I'll grab the full recovery, and we'll circle back next time. The one thing about it, of course, the Ragnarok, very awesome, strong weapon, just very short range. And I did, of course, take a hit there. Don't love taking a hit there, frankly. So let me try to understand what's actually going on here. During combat, periodically triggers lightning strikes. Okay. So that's just happening. I don't even have to attack, and that just happens. So that's tremendous. We need to find a way to get this converted to crushing damage, though. That's what we need. And we can move on from the town guard armor as well, because we're not using a two-handed weapon anymore. And we just need to get that attuned, for sure. These archer guys can provide a challenge, for sure. Our golem armor is attuned, which is good. Gives us much needed survivability. We have a blood chest or a key. I've got a couple of flasks. I'm going to go with the blood chest for sure. Yikes. It's got pinned in the corner there. Alright, so we have some protein here. This is great, actually, given we are a strength-based character. Make sure you take your protein pills there, Major Tom. Alright, shop or a resin. But the shop costs a heart to access. I'm gonna have to be stingy here and go with the resin. What we really need is, we need a black market or a way to otherwise lower our alignment, for sure. I don't even think you can get to floor 12 unless you mess around with the alignment. We're gonna grab this because we are doing lightning bolts for sure. Bratwurst. Yeah, we're all over this. Especially with our protein. We have a tavern here. This is excellent. Hopefully we get access to the black market. And we do right down here. That's tremendous. We have the dice guy. I believe this is a lawful interaction, right? +1 lawful. But lawful is different than good or evil. I believe. Because I actually do want to buy the dice. Yeah, chaotic and lawful. So it's different than good and evil. Burning hells. Yeah. What does this guy do? Wrath potion. Okay, that doesn't... Repair powder... Be useful to have for sure. $10 souls for 30 gold. That's a reroll. Looks like there's no... Okay, I'm gonna go down here. Alright, so... I believe these interactions will... Yep, so +1 evil. And I think if we even sell things to this guy, we get +1 evil as well. Yeah, +1 evil. Okay. Very much needed this just for the straight cash injection. I mean, let's be honest, we're not going to use those gloves. Executioner sword was decent while it lasted. We're actually in the market for an offhand. The kettle helm is okay, but not great. So why don't we buy the sausage for sure? Let me take a look at this. We are at... We can actually go negative in stats too, huh? Interesting. So we're at 0 for morality. We need to be at -3. And it looks like our interaction already kind of took place here. So what we need is we need the guy in the tavern that sells us the gun parts. That's what we need. Because that's an evil interaction. What do we have here? We have the honeycomb. +1 to max stacks poison. Horseshoe. Plus 20% increased move speed. That's nice. And then we have 100% increase effect of shock. Okay. So does this shock? All lightning damage is elemental damage and inflicts shock. 100% increase effect of shock. And what does shock do exactly? Makes a target take 4% more damage. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna grab this for sure. And I'm gonna use it. We got ourselves a little eel in the house now, folks. Cactus orb. That's a rare offhand. Okay. Does cost souls though. Block charm +1 block. Santa coat. Not necessarily interested in that. Sack grants 50% increased bleed damage. I mean, that would have been great a while ago for sure. I think I have maximized this. I've got my alignment down 1. Another thing we can do here is we can re-roll this. I think I'll go ahead and buy some repair powder from you for sure. I guess I shouldn't just waste my money like that. Ragnarok +3. Be nice to have the blacksmith's whetstone guy. Yeah, so I'm going to definitely re-roll this for sure. Might re-roll it, excuse me, a few times as well. We'll see what we get. Purging Stone, I believe this is a good interaction, right? Yeah, +1 good. Got Santa Claus. That's not an alignment-based interaction. That's a good interaction. Suppose we can hit up the nurse quick. Get our flasks refilled and our hearts restored. Let's re-roll it again. I've got the money. We kind of need to capitalize here. So Twilight Branch will make your item arcane. How about this guy? Saki. Grants +5% melee critical hit chance. We'll buy some sake for sure. Alright. Let's re-roll it. Legal gun parts guy, where you at? There he is. Legal gun parts for 30. This is an evil interaction. Yep, we want to do that, even though we have really no use for it. Storm in a bottle, +1 chaotic. We don't need to be chaotic, we need to be evil. Summon Storm is a status effect that periodically triggers a lightning strike that deals 4 times per second. So that's a Summon Storm on consumptions, consumable. If only it was an evil interaction. Is this guy evil? Bottle of mead. 10% increased melee attack speed, +1 tipsiness per stack. Why don't we drink down the sake that we have here? Sure, man. We'll buy some mead. You bet. Alright. So at least we got the chaotic interaction that we were looking for. Or the evil interaction, excuse me, that we were looking for. Let's get our armor repaired. Let's grab some more beef. Let's see that lightning damage kind of work with our new eel buddy. Really starting to bank up on strength now. Focus Might. After not attacking for 1 second, stock up on 1 guaranteed lethal hit with primary attacks. Double damage. Okay. Brawler +10 power per actor in the room. Actors are you, your companions, and enemies. I mean, that's definitely interesting. After not attacking for 1 second, stock up on 1 guaranteed lethal hit with primary attacks. So that's a double damage hit. I'm going to go with Brawler. It feels like it's just better overall. Guaranteed melee weapon or guaranteed body armor. We are squared away on the body armor, so let's see what we can get. Maybe we can get our hands on another awesome melee weapon. Got Tweedledee and Tweedledum here, folks. Let's see what they do. They fell without me even really intervening much. The mighty power of the Ragnarok, for sure. Very sweet weapon. It is definitely growing on me. Not one that you have to kind of rush in to battle to use, either. We have the Amazon Spear. While wielding this weapon, your dexterity and strength equal the higher of the 2 values. Your dexterity and strength equal the higher of the 2 values. Okay? Two-handed. We have the crappy Plasma Cannon. I've used that before. Plasma Cannon's awesome. Chilling Grenade Launcher. We'll go with the Epic Spear. You bet. And we'll see you later, Executioner's Sword. Okay, so it attacks fast. Then the Law Shop. Wish there was the Chaos Shop. Order Charm. 10% increased damage depending on how lawful you are. So this is a lawful interaction. Okay. So this isn't good or evil. This is chaotic or lawful. So that's actually not too bad. Gold Charm. We have the Snail Shell. I mean, this will give us plus 20% damage. Yeah, we'll do it. Plus 20% damage on a charm. I can't disagree with that at all. So now we're going to have to just put off increasing our heart container total, which is okay. I will take increased damage over that for sure. Let's see. Let's go with the pair here. We have another underground marketplace here, but we just don't have a key. Man, that's a huge bummer. Especially given our goal. Sniper's Nimbus Scroll. Another legendary item here. Stacks of shock inflicted by this weapon double their effect. Deals lightning damage and inflicts a stack of shock. It actually surprisingly goes. That's actually a pretty good spear as well. But I mean, we have to take the legendary. Worst comes to worst, we can sell it. Okay, okay. Pawn shop or treasure rock. Let's go with the pawn shop. Sell the executioner blade. I mean, do we sell the Nimbus scroll? It is S intelligence. We are literally minus intelligence. So let's just take the gold that we get from it. Illegal gun parts, they probably... Yeah, he won't buy that. Alright, let's see if we can get an offhand to really maximize the effectiveness of our overall kit. Maybe a nice shield that adds a bunch of survivability or something is in order. We'll see. Gotta remember that I did pick up some dice as well. Cursed bombs or candy? How about a key? Burger. Yeah, we'll take the burger for sure. Alright, Goat Force. On dash, trigger an ancestral coat. Look at that damage though, my goodness. 5k to 30k? Alacrity. Gain between 5 and 30% more attack speed depending on the dex scaling of your weapon. I don't believe... Yeah, this is just S for strength. So that's not actually great. All primary attack hits grant a stack of rage. 4% increase attack speed per stack. I'm going to go with the Goat Force. We're gonna make this just a goofy run for sure. And goofy it is, for sure. Alright, what do we have here? We have chain armor. Scarab greaves. +1 armor. What are we rocking? Ballet shoes, that's right. Firebird charm. +1 to fire weapon upgrade level. This isn't a fire weapon, is it? I mean, it does burn damage, but I don't... And it's on fire, but I don't think it's an actual fire weapon. Scarab greaves wouldn't be terrible. It does cost some souls. We'll take them. +1 armor's good. Events. Only a pure soul may wield the might of Excalibur. Attempt to pull out the sword. Yeah, it's not gonna budge. But that's incredible. I wonder what the Excalibur is. I bet you it's pretty mighty. We certainly had a chance at getting the legendary Excalibur, but it's just not our turn. Let's see. Guaranteed epic item. Yeah, we're all over this. There's our goat. Alright, this is the Mind Flamer. Let's send the goat of death. I mean, really, I can just dodge and run and just let my passive attack take out the boss. Really no big deal at all. Kind of a piece of cake. Alright, how we looking? We have a bunch of epics here. More armor too. Elusive boots, +1 evade. Flip-flops. And we have the beetle armor. Grants 2 beetle companions. It does +1 armor. 10% increased melee damage. +1 armor. Plus 10% increased melee. Or hearts, right? What do we go with? Do we just make this a really goofy run and go with the beetle armor and just use it? We're not doing crushing hits right now. We do lose 1 survivability. We get more melee damage. We're not really doing melee damage. Well, I mean, we're using melee damage for sure, but I'll grab it. Probably won't use it, but I'll grab it. I like the golem armor, kind of right where it's at. We're definitely doing melee damage, right? But, I mean, the strategy so far has simply been to kind of... I don't want to say just let's... I desperately need a key. I don't want to say just let the passive skill of the Ragnarok take control, but... I mean, it pretty much is. Petrified... Cursed Petrified Soul Heart. Plus 2 Soul Hearts when bombed. Yeah, we're in on this. I mean, I just don't have to do anything. Why would I endanger myself? Another key, but we're going to go with the fish and chips. We got a goat, we got an eel, we got all kinds of stuff happening here, folks. Alright, where's your little laser beams? Where are they at? You don't even get them out in time. Alright, bombs or potion. Let's go ahead and re-roll this. Treasure rock or a key. I am interested in another key for sure. Go get him, my goat of fury. Alright, set item stash. Let's re-roll this. Bombs or chocolate? Let's go with the bombs. We're actually running low on bombs, surprisingly enough. If I can get something that ups the frequency of my periodical effects, then the Ragnarok gets really strong. Got a flask refill or an obsidian chest. Let's go with the obsidian chest. We have Greed's Touch. Grants 1% increased damage per gold you have. That's actually interesting. I mean, we don't necessarily need attack speed, but... Alright, here's a tavern. Let's see if we can get access. So I wonder if illegal gun parts guy... Does he come back? That's my question. And if he does come back... I'm losing my train of thought here. And if he does come back, can I interact with him again? I think that's what I'm trying to find out. So everything else is a positive interaction. And does re-rolling it have a chance for the hatch to show back up for the black market? Probably not. I wouldn't imagine so. Berserker potion. Nope. Alright, here's illegal gun parts guy. Let's see. No, it doesn't. So interesting. How do you get... Like, what's the way to get more evil? I've done the black market. I've done the gun parts. Maybe that's what makes getting the Dragoon unlocked the challenge? Maybe there's certain events that you have to go through? Okay, well... That didn't quite work like I thought it was going to work. Wouldn't be the first time. Let's get some more dice. Do I need anything from here? Nah. Okay, we're all over this. Tink tink. Ranger stash or +1 strength. We're all over the strength. One final rest. Got any souls? I do have some souls, but I don't have enough. Guaranteed boots, guaranteed body armor. Wouldn't it be great to get a guaranteed offhand here? Magic weapon. Do have a few more obsidian dice. Let's see, what do we have here? 22% critical hit chance, okay. So that's decent. Your orbitals inflict vulnerability, okay, so that's okay. Status ailment duration, I mean, we are just raining down a bunch of status ailments just because of our hammer. Brawler, per actor in the room, goat force, it's decent. Yeah, I think we're fine. It doesn't all fit together nicely like some other runs, but it'll be okay. Alright, Death, here we go. Alright, so that is the first time we have taken down Death at Cinder level 9, so we will be able to unlock the next tier of Cinders, which you love to see. We have the Wrapped Boots, On dash, kick the nearest enemy, dealing a bunch of striking body damage. Is that better than this? I think so. Safari hat. Your companions grant 25% reduced stats to you. Pharaoh mask. 20% cursed hit chance. I think I'm going to go with the wrap boots. Why not? Legal gun parts. I don't think we're going to need them. I guess I'll hold on to them. Alright, so now we're going to find out exactly what happens when you just bring a character that's just -1 and +2 leaning lawful. We're going to figure out what happens. Enter gate to the Shadow Plains. Yeah, we'll go to the Shadow Plains. Let's see if we can somehow get more evil. We'll see. It's 2.5 critical hit chance. Grants 10 souls. Yeah, we're all over this. Increase attack speed or a random potion. Yeah, we're going with the attack speed for sure. Mass Chaos. Fairy Dress. +5 dexterity. Not even worth consideration. A lucky hit chance or highest attribute increase. Let's go with the lucky hit chance. Oh, yikes. That guy got me real good right there, huh? Here is a shop. Repair powder. Of course, everything costs souls. Lucerne. Here's a blacksmith's whetstone. We could use this to upgrade our Ragnarok to level 4. I think that's the prudent thing to do for sure. It does cost souls, unfortunately. I don't love to see that, but I mean, I'm all over this, of course. Thanks, Mouse. Appreciate you, man. Gold candy. Yeah, we'll take the gold candy. You bet. Don't get hit by that. All right, one final rest. Guaranteed offhand there. Do we fully recover with 2 flasks for 10 souls? Sure. Well, let's use our repair powder. Let's go. Alright, let's see how this guy handles just the constant damage over time. The constant barrage of lightning and meteors. Just gonna make it out alive here, folks. Let's go. Gotta remember to stand still there. The goat, man. The goat just cracks me up for sure. It's funny. I could see the developer of the game probably getting a chuckle when developing that trait for sure. Wisp Lantern. Primary attack per soul you have. It's not bad. I mean, that's 2.5%. Roots Boots. Yeah, we'll take that. Alright, now let's see what our options are. Only truly lawful beings can continue onward. Where does the allegiance of your soul lie? Mortal. Scale. I mean, I am +3 lawful, so I should. I should be good, right? Yeah. We have been granted entry. Worthy, you may proceed. Okay. So this is the first time I've been to floor 12, admittedly. So here we go. The Shadow Plains 2. Things are not going to get easier. Yeah, I figured that. Increase attack speed or highest attribute. Bonus. So I'm in the Shadow Plains. Just because I went the lawful route. So I think at that current point, if I am chaotic there, or sorry, evil there, then I get the option to go to hell, I think. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I have to beat this before that's even considered. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I don't play this game off stream, you know? Holy crap. Oh no, you've been afflicted with imminent death. Stackable status effect that immediately kills you upon reaching 3 stacks. Last 1 room. Good luck. Yeah. Well, at least it's only 1 stack, I guess. Random booze or golden steak? What kind of dice do we have? We have a few gold dice. Let's go, my loyal goat friend. Obsidian chest. I'm going with the ambrosia. I'm not going to sacrifice a heart. Doesn't appear like I can attack that clock or really do anything with it. Golden cherries. Increased trigger damage. Yeah, we're all over this. I think that's good. Cursed ambrosia or lucky hit chance increase. Yeah, we'll take this. Alright, golden candy. Let's go. Get away from me, clock. Come on, man. Your time is almost up. Looks like we have 1 stack of that imminent death or whatever it's called. Okay. Luckily, it's not an everlasting thing. Here's a Dragon Slayer stash, but we don't have a key. So let's go ambrosia. I just keep taking hits from things. Gotta watch my dodge, man. Definitely starting to get a little intense here, folks. Alright, we get a flask refill or a key. I'm going with the flask refill. And I'm actually going to throw this on Scarab Greaves to get some armor. These guys seem to like multiply. Although I feel pretty safe when those guys are around for sure. Alright, one final rest. And we did manage to lock in one armor as well. Got any souls? I sure do. And I need your help. Alright, we have one revive. We have 6 hits. The throne. Overcome one final obstacle before ascending the throne. Alright, here we go. I mean, we don't throw on this, do we? No, that's going to give us suppression. Alright, this must be primal death. Your kind is a plague. Humans never satisfied. You trespass sacred grounds. Yep. I am the worst. Right, got it. Oh, wow. Okay, so death is for real this time, for sure. I don't know if it's gonna be enough though, death. And you talk too much, death. You just do, bud. So this is where it's real nice to have the super hammer that just does continuous damage to him. All I have to do is focus on dodge. All I had to do is focus on dodge there, folks. And what do you know? We come out on top. We get the Abyss Key. One of the 3 keys required to open the sealed gate to the Abyss. Okay, so maybe this... We welcome you, my liege. We welcome you, my lord. Alright, here we go. We're ascending to the throne here, folks. Take seat on the throne. Yeah, you bet. We're sitting down. We are the champion. You have accomplished the impossible. You've become the embodiment of death. A new master. Too much fanfare. The spinning blades just are continuing on. The new keeper of order. Okay. Chosen by the shadows. We serve your highness. Immortal no longer. Now ruling the shadow plains. But even the glory of becoming a god eventually fades into eternity. Someone's gonna kill me. Of course. Man, you just can't escape death, can you? I knew that was coming. I played this game too much. I knew that was coming. This game loves death. But that completes that run there, folks. We got all the way to primal death, and we took him down with a really uncanny, like, uncharacteristic, sort of not really well synergized build. We kind of just took what was given to us, and we did our best with it. That hammer that we got, though, tremendous. The Ragnarok. Amazing item. Really, in a lot of ways. When I first got it, I was a little underwhelmed by it, but the fact that it does continuous damage for you and you don't really have to do anything makes it real easy to just simply focus on the dodge. Focus on your survivability. I mean, I didn't even use my revive in that one, so did real good in that one, absolutely. And you love to kind of invest the time and get to the end and accomplish your goal. Although we didn't get to hell to face Tiamat. So maybe that's kind of where this unlocks. We're going to explore this right now. So the world tier is level 5. Achieving this world objective, unlock the gates to the high heavens and burning. Okay, there we go. I was jumping the gun a little bit there then. So that means we'll have to do another run with the soldier at some point in the future to get the Dragoon unlocked. But still, excellent progress. So let's take a look here. Alright, so we have... Okay, so this is where... Got it. Defeat Tiamat in the Burning Hells as a soldier. Okay. So this actually is probably most of the unlocks. Defeat Tiamat in the Burning Hells as the bandit. Got it. Okay. And then let's take a look at what this has to offer us. Whispers of Brimstone. Defeating death in its primal form has revealed yet another potential path in a soul's journey. Bonfire charges you with the traveling to the Burning Hells to discover the secrets of the afterlife. Defeat the Guardian of the Burning Hells. That's our next objective here. And it looks like it continues on as well. So then this will be the High Heavens, I'm guessing. Yep, High Heavens. So these are all active objectives right here. Unlocks angelic shops and enables unlocking new classes. Okay, got it. Infernal shops. Okay. The Pact. Conquer heaven and hell and find the keys to unlock the remaining locks that seal away the abyss. Sit on the celestial and infernal throne. So we have to beat them both. And then we unlock access to the abyss, which must be right here. Okay, so it's making sense the way the game kind of progresses along. Like I said, I don't really view too much content on this game. I play it because it's unique, it's fun. It's a good way to spend an hour or so. But speaking of spending an hour or so here, folks, we are at the hour 20 mark. So I am going to end the video here. But I did hope you enjoyed our run with the soldier here on the channel. Just a really strong character right out the gate. Fun to use the strength character and have some success. Fun to get a legendary strength S-scaling weapon as well. With that said, folks, though, I'm going to close out the video as I mentioned. Thank you so much for your viewership and stopping by the channel. If you enjoyed the content and enjoyed this run, please consider becoming a subscriber to the channel. I'm playing Tiny Rogues and playing a few other games as well on the channel. Thinking about getting into some live streaming too. So let me know in the comments section if you want to see a Tiny Rogues live stream. You can certainly do that. With that being said, though, folks, have yourself a great evening or morning wherever you're at in the world, and we will catch you in the next video. Thanks a lot. Bye.